Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of TerickTime. We are on to episode 16. In the last episode, we got ourselves this fancy little beacon and this fancy little pair of wings, and we've put them to use. Good use so far, because, well, now that we got wings, we're going to need gunpowder. I've been burning through the very limited collection I've been able to get together since the beginning of this world, so yeah, we need a mob farm. And right here, if I can show you, I've been busy. So in this here hole, it goes all the way down, to bedrock. It was fun. I just kind of hung out and dug a big hole. Got it was about 8 double chests of resources, which was absolutely fantastic. I've got a little bit of the layout kind of all started here, as you can tell. So I got all my layers kind of mapped out where the bottom flush system's going to be. And then all the way down at the bottom here, if I can, not splat too hard. Yoink. So, ow. Okay. I have got the bottom collection system all kind of set up here. Just, a little bit tricky to do because I forgot how to do it. So all the mobs are going to be falling and splatting right here. And then I've got this hooked up to, so there's a comparator reading the hopper into a pulse extender, which is then going to push that observer into the other observer, so then items all get spat out of the dropper. And I'm just going to quickly show you why. Because if, without the pulse extender, this piston is going to go clackety-clacking back and forth like crazy. But with this little pulse extender, which super simple, just a little bit of redstone and a couple comparators facing one way, one the other way. If I just drop my stack of food in here, I dropped it in the wrong hopper. It needs to go in that hopper. There we go. Okay. See, with that pulse extender, it just keeps it over, so it's less laggy on the world and spits out more items. So, yeah. Works out real good. So what I want to do now is, well, I'm going to get this farm built up, I'm thinking, but y'all seen mob farms before, so we're just going to do, we're going to do something a little bit different here, and we're just going to do a quick cut. So... Okay, so, well, first of all, pardon my morning voice. Secondly, outside of a couple of embarrassing deaths with a couple of mobs there, everything went quite smoothly. We've got 11 layers all set up here. Everything went pretty decently, other than the fact that I used droppers instead of dispensers. That was a mistake. But I'm going for the etho hopper clock timer up at the top here to control the water, which is working just fine. This farm is 2/3 smaller than the one I made at my last world, but I never used all of the drops from that farm anyway, so we should be fine. But yeah, next thing we got to do here is we got to get a lid put on this thing, and then we got to build something pretty on top. And I have spent probably 3 days coming up with a design of what I wanted to build for my next build on top of a mob farm. So you can see the big old stone square here. It's pretty impressive, and I'm super proud of it. And it's a lot of blocks. It's like 8,000 blocks, which was kind of nuts. But then I also realized that I just had all of this. I think that makes me a hoarder. If I just have 8,000 assorted blocks just laying around for a build. I don't think that's a good thing. But that's okay. So I am going to take these 6 shulker boxes, and I am going to spend probably the next couple of hours building this build. So it's going to be in the form of a time lapse because I want you guys to see it. So yeah, I'm going to get at it, turn on some tunes, and hopefully you enjoy. And there we go. Look at this little castle, everybody. I just love it. It is fantastic. Pardon me. I've really tried to, again, kind of push myself a little bit. Not so much in the design aspect of things, but in the color palette, the choice of which blocks I've been using. And oh, I just love how it came together just oh so very well. Like, look at that little guy. Oh, it's just so cool. So, but of course that, that build ain't done. We got to a couple of things that we need to get done. I don't have any other drops coming up into here yet. Right now, got a little bit of a problem where all the drops are, yep, that's a problem. Yep. Let me just, okay. So, pretty decent start to a farm. I'm sure this has been despawning while I've been building as well, so yeah, that's very loud. Very, very loud. Oh my. Hostile creatures. Okay. So, we need to get those drops going on up into the build. So I'm just gonna quickly make a, if I can take off, I'm just quickly gonna make another sorting system just kind of across here. So yeah, now that we know where that comes out, I'm just gonna do another little quick cut. So yeah. So I'm just going ahead and making up my little sorter system here, and I realized the water's gotta go in this block, which is in correlation with that hole, which is right there. Which means this does not have enough room to kind of come up, hit a chest, and come around a corner. Which means I need to move that to there. Okay, so pardon the mess, but I've got the sorting system all set up and ready to go. And my morning voice is refusing to go away this morning, so apologies. But just so you folks can kind of see what's going on up here, we've got the water stream system, trying to make use of this a little bit more, this world, just to try and be a little more lag friendly. In my previous world, I would have just done a big old stream of hoppers along here, and hoppers, items, lag, all bad. So in order to make it better this time, water will be bringing the items across, but if I can get my big butt out of the way, what happens is the items come up, they hit the chest, which is, if you look at it, it's a pixel in on this block. So all the items are a pixel in on this block. So when items hit that, they will actually kind of be on both of this packed ice block and this hopper block. So if any gunpowder comes by, it is going to get schwooked up into that hopper. And we're getting everything but. So we're just going to go look over here. See, the bones are going right into that hopper right there because that is the bone filter one. So yeah, everything's all set up and purty, and I've got a little bit of a overflow system into here, which I shouldn't have any issues because all this bank here is going to be gunpowder, which is going to be more gunpowder than I'll ever need if it actually fills up. Bones, string, literally just for making candles, because I don't want to have to go out and find spiders to get string, and then just a randoms chest here. So all the spider's eye, the glass bottles, redstone, glowstone dust, basically anything from the witches kind of thing. Which won't be a lot, but, you know, might as well just keep them. So, but yeah, the only thing I have to figure out is there's a couple of spiders that are climbing up on the edges of the perimeter of the farm, but I'm not too worried about it because all I have to do is, you know, fly away and come back and all despawn and it'll just be reset, which is fine. So now I cannot leave this like this. This room, I want it to be kind of purtier. So, I might put like a little spiral staircase kind of in one corner so we can at least go upstairs as well, or maybe two corners, because that will give the room character as well. Whether we actually do anything upstairs, I don't know, but I grabbed a handful of blocks just to kind of test some stuff out. Actually, I'm gonna do this real quick. I've got piece of gunpowder, and whoop. Okay, so I am going to quickly ponder some ideas here, and then I'll bring you back in. So, stairs. Yes. Some basic safety features for the stairs, so I stop falling out of them. Finishing the wall. And now realizing it has no character. Realizing I can't open the top chests because there's an ice block on top of it. Oops. Well, hopefully we never need it, because I ain't changing it now. The wall kind of being obstructed by scaffolding. Boink. So satisfying. And there we go. Now it has some detail, some character. Now, I kind of want to... I need like a little something kind of like a crown going around there. Something on the wall. Something in here. Don't know yet. I'm going to sit here and think and try and come up with something. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that. No biggie. Yes? I think. All right, everybody. So, I would like to take you on a little bit of a story here. So, the work has been put in, and I've got some incredible stuff to show you right now. So, hope you wanna come in for the ride, but come check this out. A whole bunch of stuff has been done. A whole bunch. Now, but would you look at this? Check this out. So, castle's done. I've thrown a whole bunch of custom pine trees around this area to really kind of bring the terraforming together. The castle is a whole lot less floaty right now. So I've come around and done a whole bunch of terraforming, kind of bringing the castle all down together into the ground with little veins of leaves and deep slate and andesite, just to kind of give it a little bit of character and color. And then went around with a bunch of moss, and it just looks so nice here. So little bit going on this side, not a lot. One thing I tried doing here is I tried making a tree that had fallen over, and it honestly worked really well. I really like how that just kind of gives the forest a little bit of character. Instead of every tree being upright, there's here's one that's fallen over recently. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if we just make our way back over here through the minefield of berry bushes, which I really like the look, but yeah, they're terrible to walk through. But check out this little pathway to the front door here. Like, just look at this. This is awesome. I love it. And now, I have a story to tell you. For this is the residence of Dr. Kozlowski. Oh, look, there's Dr. Kozlowski right now. So I have completely done this interior. Very, very happy with how this has come out. So here we've got the master on-off switch for the farm. Here we have a little bit of almost like a little lab. So Mr. Kozlowski, or Dr. Kozlowski here is kind of working with some of the byproducts of the farm here and coming up with some mad scientist contraptions and possibly less questionable tastes in his choice in science. So over on this side, we've got a little bit of a workbench here, and then a little bit of a sofa or a lay-down spot, and then a little office area here to be able to keep notes and tabs on what he's kind of been up to lately. So, and then again, a little questionable on his choice of decor there, but yeah. And then yeah, and then going upstairs here, I know we made it. We can go upstairs. We're allowed. So up on the top here, sorry if you're getting dizzy there, we've got this little living quarters for Dr. Kozlowski. So nothing too crazy here. Little couple of plants and bushes. Just because he's a mad scientist doesn't mean that maybe he doesn't like the finer arts of horticulture and is enjoying that aspect of things. So got a little kitchen over here with some lamb chops being cooked up here, and then I tried throwing these paintings on the back here, kind of like a backsplash kind of idea. I kind of really like how it turned out, though. It kind of just gives a little bit of character to the kitchen here. And then over here, got a little seating area for the doctor to sit and have his meal with Wilson. We'll have to come up with a name for the drowned head here. I'm not sure. Not sure yet, but we'll have to come up with something there. And then just over here, we have the bedroom. So again, nothing too fancy. A couple little paintings, a little desk here for him to get some late night work done, and then simple little bed. Nothing fancy. Just enough for you to lay your head down. And then, of course, you always need a closet. But as he's a mad scientist, it has to be a creepy closet. And the only way I could think about how to make this creepy is to be really creepy. This guy, Dr. Kozlowski, keeps bodies hanging in his closet. Like, dude, this guy's got problems. And I love it. I had so much fun making this build and kind of coming up with a little bit of a story for what's going on here. Just absolutely loved it. So I even went as far as writing a little bit of lore. So here, I will. I'm not going to read this to you. I'm sorry. That would just take far too long, but I will kind of, you can pause here on different pages if you'd like to read it. So, little dark and morbid, and I kind of want to keep this kind of story going for builds. It's just, it adds so much more fun into the project, kind of coming up with this story about, you know, what the build's purpose is, and I really want to try and continue doing that, and I really hope you enjoy it. So hopefully we'll keep doing and share some little stories and adventures together. But yeah, I think that's gonna have to end up kind of being it for today's episode, folks. This one has taken me a long time to put together. This build was a challenge in my creative abilities, but I really had a lot of fun, and I'm so happy with how this has come together, and I really hope you do too. If you have any comments, or maybe any possible ideas for Dr. Kozlowski of what he can be working up to in his little madhouse castle here, let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, please drop a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. And then if you want to come back for more and see what other stories and shenanigans I get up to in this world, hit that subscribe button for me. I'd really appreciate it. But until next time, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.